Call game. What's going on, man? We see the markets are absolutely taking a beating right now. Not just call, not just crow and knife, but across the board. And I'm just here to give everybody some hopium because I do believe in the longevity of crow and knife. We've been seeing call still be a top project on Chronos blockchain. And I've been saying this before, and I will continue to say this. Chris, CEO of Crypto.com, stated he's trying to make Crypto.com, or Chronos rather, a top 10 or top 5 blockchain. And I do think that's possible. So we're going to talk about it, man. We're going to talk about everything, as far as crow and knife, holder count, prices, where I believe it can go, and much, much more. But before we get too deep into it, make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget, turn on those notifications. And also, if you haven't joined already, make sure you join the Discord. Link is in the description right now. So join the Discord. We in there, just chilling, having fun, man, touching grass, because we got to understand in these moments in the market, it's always good to have like-minded people surrounded around you, or just being able to have conversations with like-minded people, because a lot of people are capitulating at this moment in the markets. But I still believe that we will have our day in the sun, man. I know that right now it's not looking too good. I know a lot of people portfolios are absolutely taking a beating right now, getting beat like a drum, but that's okay because we in it to win it. We in it for the long term. And I do believe Crow and Knife is one of those projects that you can invest in for or with a long-term mindset. Also, if you haven't already too, click that link for the Crypto.com, my Crypto.com referral link. We both start making money when you click it and sign up using my link. So sign up using my referral link, start investing, we both make money. Now, enough of that. Let's get into it, man. Crow and Knife, where we at with price today? So currently I am on deck screen. Y'all see my forehead a little shiny right there, y'all. But we currently on deck screener right now. We looking at crow with knife call game, and we currently the 5th hottest project on the Chronos blockchain at this moment in time. Now, market cap is at $15.7 million. We are down 7% in the past 24 hours. And that's really good compared to a lot of projects, because a lot of these projects are down like crazy in the past 24 hours. And we know call has been trending down since, after the election going into 2025. It really hasn't looked good for call. But if we look at across the market, it hasn't looked good for any project that's been around that's really hasn't announced any major news. So we know Crow and Knife really hasn't put out anything just too major. We did have at a point where we had the bridge where it was burning 7% or 7.77% of the bridge fees or whatever, and it was burning call. So it was taking more call out of circulation. Now, I do believe they have now lowered it to a point or 0.77, so less than 1%, but still some burn. So that's just bridging across from different blockchains, being able to move call across, all the blockchains that it's located on. And I do think that, meme coins in essence will also come back around. Now we starting to see, even though prices are going down, holder count is going up for Crow and Knife. So we currently at 12.9K holders just on the Chronos blockchain. Now, I'm not talking about any other blockchains at the moment, but just on Chronos, we are at 12.9K. So we 90 holders away from 13,000 holders. And the holder count continues to increase. And that's something I always like to pay attention to, just for the simple fact that as prices are decreasing, it's a reason why holder count is increasing. And it could be multiple reasons, but one of the reasons I like to refer to is people are now getting or seeing the entry that they once upon a time dreamed about. Just think about, when Crow and Knife first came out, if we zoom back out, going back into 2024, just think about, man, back in April 2024 when the market cap was at what, $96 million. People was like, man, I wish I would have got in this before it took off. You know what I'm saying? People was saying that they wanted to get in before it took off because when we zoom in, we see we are around the same market cap literally before it took off. That crazy candlestick on the 26th of April in 2024 was when Call took off and going from a 13 or $14 million market cap all the way up into a $69 million market cap. Now, I do believe that's possible again. Now, we know with the macro environment, everything Trump is doing, the tariffs, not only is cryptos down, but the stock market has seen its worst day, I believe they said, in the past 4 years. So all markets are down, guys. And I hate when everybody starts to go into a panic rather than seeing what it's worth and seeing what's actually in front of us and zooming out and saying, hey, this is a buying opportunity. Like I said, we literally at the same point before Call took off to the moon. So, if you were ever thinking about getting into Crow and Knife, I'm not saying now's the time, but, now's the time because we at that same market cap before we took off and got that crazy candlestick. Now, am I saying this going to happen tomorrow? This going to happen within a month? I'm not sure. I'm not telling you to just go crazy and put in all your liquidity at one time. But I do believe dollar cost averaging over, especially when it's down like this, is one of the eighth wonders of the world, compound interest, man. We just continue to compound, continue to DCA at these low market caps, man. Right now, $15 million market cap, almost a $16 million market cap is an easy steal in my personal opinion. Now, today, we do have more buys than sales. It is more sell volume. It's currently 34K sell volume, 24K buy volume. But I love to see that it's more buys than sales. And what I say earlier, that holder count is increasing. Now, the buyers and sellers are equal. It's 20-20 on both sides. But I always love to see, man, that holder count increasing. I don't think a lot of people realize once that holder count increase and, the market cap stays the same or goes down, that's just building a solid foundation. And I'm not saying that we can't go down any further, but I do believe Crow with Knife, Call Game is poised to do some big numbers, once we get back in a good market. Now, when is we getting back in a good market? I can't even predict that, guys, because right now we is looking crazy, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's like, man, what is going on? But I do have faith in the long-term viewpoint of Call, not just even Call, just crypto space in general. I do think I have a long-term thinking about this, and everything is pointing in the right direction as far as getting the necessary legislation passed. The SEC is dropping cases against all the crypto companies. Innovation is trying to stay within the United States with cryptos. So everything is pointing bullish. Like I said, the tariffs, that's going to do what this do. That made every market go down because Trump is just doing what he do. But at the end of the day, also, I do think that it's some good things coming down the pipeline for the crypto space. We know regulations on stable coins is coming soon. Regulations on altcoins are coming soon. ETFs for different altcoins are down the pipeline. All these big institutions are filing for, these ETFs. So super bullish on it, man. Let me know what you guys think. That's my video for tonight. Crypto Choke. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget, turn on those notifications. And also click that link in the description, man, right now for the Discord. Join the Discord, join the Trojan Horse channel, man. And we just vibing out. And also, if you haven't already, make sure y'all click that link for my crypto.com referral. We both start making money when you start investing in the crypto space. And that's right, you can buy Crow and Knife on crypto.com. So let's get to it, baby. We just getting started. don't get down, man. We are enjoying the fruits of our labor, not just yet, but we putting it in, we manifesting it, baby. And it's okay. We all are down at this moment in time. Not necessarily all of us, because I've been, doing pretty decent. But this year has been so far a down year. But at the same time, man, we got to understand what's in front of us. Sometimes we got to go outside, touch some grass, come back into the computer screen, dollar cost average even more, and just sit on our hands. If we don't got enough liquidity or don't have liquidity to buy anything, sit on your hands and just wait, man. Wait. Do something in the meantime, in between time. Find something to take your mind off of crypto and come back to it. And we're going to see some better prices later on this year, in my personal opinion. So, Crypto Tro, that's my video. I'm out of here.